Welcome back. In the last video, I used toothpaste to get rid of monitor scratches. If you didn't get to see that video and would like to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description and also at the top right of this video. In this video, I'm going to try removing monitor scratches with erasers. I am very eager to try this because there has been reported success with using erasers to remove scratches. So today I want to see if these erasers will work on my monitor scratch. What you see before you are two sets of erasers that I picked up from the dollar store. One of them is the pink eraser caps that go on top of pencils, and the other one is the jumbo block erasers. Of course, the dollar store that I went to has nothing that is actually $1. But I believe these materials, the non-abrasive, PVC, and latex-free, are common in all erasers. Please feel free to pause the video if you'd like to take a look at the information on the back of the packages. Now let's take a look at my monitor screen with the scratch. This is actually not the same monitor as last time. I wanted to use a fresh monitor that has been untouched by any previous attempts or techniques to remove monitor scratches. Also, this scratch seems to be a little bit lighter than the last scratch, whereas the last scratch from the last video seemed a little bit deeper, at least to the touch anyway. If you can see under the G in Google, you'll notice the light getting distorted from the scratch. That scratch, I'd say, is about an inch long. Okay, let's open up some erasers and start removing this scratch. First, I'm going to try the pink erasers on the scratch. Please be careful if you're attempting to do this. If you apply too much pressure, you could possibly damage your monitor. But in my case, it doesn't seem to be working, so I'm going to try applying a little bit more pressure. I feel like I'm pushing pretty firmly, but not like I'm going to break the screen. I believe the friction is what's supposed to do the fixing of the scratch. It actually seems like the eraser might be doing something, but it could also just be my eyes bugging out a little bit from squinting and staring at the scratch. The light bending looks a little less, but I don't think the pink eraser is doing much, and it's also taking a long time. So let's try the block eraser now. I'm going to try rubbing with the grain of the scratch and then against the grain of the scratch. And I feel like there's more friction with the bigger eraser. So I would suggest if you're only going to go with one eraser, go with the bigger erasers. And I'm pushing moderately hard. This time you can see pieces of the eraser coming off and my whole desk is shaking. But yeah, I've seen other videos of people doing this and the scratches seem to come off way quicker. And I've been doing this for over 5 minutes now. It does kind of look like it's disappearing, but it's definitely nothing magical. You see other videos and it's magical how it disappears without much effort. And honestly, I feel like I'm busting my ass here. Okay, I'm pretty exhausted now. I think I'm done with this, and I can still see the scratch pretty well. I'm sure you can too. Maybe it's a little bit less rough than before, but when I drag my nail across it, I can still feel it, so I know it's still there. I feel like I spent a good amount of time on this, and I don't think the eraser method works at all for removing scratches. I'm not sure how other people are getting such great results. Maybe it's their eraser, or maybe other people have just some fake pencil mark scratches on their screen that don't have any real depth to them. They're just light brush marks from a pencil. Either way, this is frustrating to get your hopes up and then have them all crumbling down. But I am on a mission to find a working scratch fix. If you're interested in finding out how I get rid of the scratch, because I will remove it, please make sure you are subscribed to see what methods I try next and which scratch removal methods actually work.